what you want, Mr. When I say when you want, you say no. What you want? When you want it? 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 No. When you want it? No. When you want it? No. Who for call it? Showshine. Who for call it? Showshine. Who for call it? Showshine. What you want? What you want? When you want it? No. When you want it? No. Who for call it? Showshine. Who for call it? Showshine. Showshine.
We say 28 account, blood clot taxpayers' money. Yes, they like it when they cut to the pussy club when they come at home. That's fun, that.
You get all the way you want, man. Don't worry yourself. You ever ride that one, you know. You ever ride the most straight forward. All right, you ride the hold it, youngster. Every time, man. That's right. We're not going to right here. Yeah, we're not passing. Yeah, we keep it. Come on, turn it. We want by-election.
Where Rose? Willie. You are Rose walk up the side. Rose, come around.
Come up front, Mr.
You know, when I was thinking about coming here this morning, I thought about what happened so many years ago. I'm not in Parliament yet, but the last time someone in Parliament, it wasn't Parliament at the time, but the last time someone in Parliament supported a protest in Morant Bay. It was a major rebellion. And he was, he was sentenced to death.
Yes.
Speedy trial and death sentence.
Right,
and I know we have a prime minister who, because of the times, he can't do a speedy trial and a death sentence, but he is just as vindictive as Governor Eyre, was. But we can't be afraid. As the former mayor said, and you're accustomed to over the last maybe 2 or 3 years to strong and firm leadership in the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. That is what you're accustomed to. Yeah. And what I feel has happened, I think you have a mayor now who is a coward. That's what I think. I think you have a weak mayor. Because you have an act that clearly gives the mayor the authority to call an election. And when they call on him and they say, what's going on with the election? Him say, boy, him have to ask Desmond Mackenzie and him have to ask Prime Minister. And so what I want to say to the mayor this morning is if you don't have the guts to do what the act empowers you to do, then step aside and put in somebody who has the guts. Don't bother step up the seat. As my good friend Damien would say, move your foot. Yes. Move your foot. And put in somebody who has the guts to get it done. So we're here today. I'm not afraid of civil disobedience. And sometimes uncivil. In fact, I was on a call this morning with the police because they were worried that the protest in St. Thomas would spread to St. Mary. And I said to the police, you don't have to worry about the St. Thomas protest spreading to St. Mary, but I've already told some people in Highgate who are without water that the state agency called NWC, which we have branded as no water coming, NWC, we're going to go down there and put on a chain on the door. And I said to the officer, you can do me a favor by arresting me after I put the chain on the door. Because you would have made a martyr as they have done out of William Garden. And so, comrades, Central St. Mary is standing with you. We believe that the people of Morant Bay deserve to have a representative. They deserve representation. We just went through a major hurricane. Who is speaking on behalf of the people of St. Thomas? Comrade Rocha is speaking, but we need to legitimize her voice by making her the council for the Morant Bay division. And Andrew, The act doesn't say if the Prime Minister afraid him go and get a backsliding, he mustn't call the election. It says the mayor must call the election within 90 days.
Yes.
Whether you're afraid of a backsliding or you're not afraid of a backsliding. And so we're telling you to call the election so that we can give the people of Morant Bay the councillor that they deserve in Comrade Rosha. One love.
Thank you very much, Colonel. So in closing, we're going to go over there and I'm going to say loud even though those police are right here. This will be a peaceful demonstration, as peaceful as it can be. But if we don't get what we truly deserve, the next demonstration will never be like this. I am just giving them an opportunity to do the right thing. As Damien said the other day, I am giving them a warning because something else is coming. Because as Peter had said, there can't be no peace without justice. So we all need to call for justice. Because if there's no justice, there will be no peace. And Hubert Williams said that. We will now move.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Thompson and I am a resident of St. Thomas. Now, what we are experiencing in Morant Bay Division is a very dark day. When we have a situation where an act of parliament, something that is entrenched in the constitution, which would have given clear instructions that the mayor should have called the by-election within a 3-month period, and they have circumvented that and gone around it, it is sending a bad message to us as a nation that our laws don't mean anything. And if our leaders are the people breaking the law, then how then can they expect citizens to abide by the law of the land? Morant Bay Division is in a very bad place. The people need representation, and it also speaks to the competence of the mayor, because if to date he has failed to call an election that only he has the authority to do, then it therefore means that he's not aware of his role as a mayor, and he should probably consider calling the election or step aside and allow somebody who is willing to call the election. Morant Bay Division needs their representative, and we are uncompromising about it. We are not asking if they should call it. We are demanding that the election be called. Thank you.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm Hubert Williams, councillor for the White House Division and a resident and citizen of the great parish of St. Thomas. What we see going on here today, it's the same playbook that the Labour right used over and over. As we heard the Prime Minister the other day speaking in Parliament about the Integrity Commission, and because the report is not to his liking, he wants to change the laws that govern the Integrity Commission. Now, it's the same thing here. They're trying to change the law that speak to when a by-election should be called. So no sane country can govern that way, or no sane person can govern a country that way. Because it can't be, if you don't like something, you change the law. Then no law, because it will be changed once you're not in agreement with the law or once it don't fit your situation. So I'm saying this morning, our mayor need to call the by-election. It's as simple as that. And we will not sit, we will not rest until when he calls the election, because the people of the Morant Bay Division needs representation. There are situation upon situation that I can speak to, being a member of the council, that we need. It's just so bad. And we have situation where when people from the Morant Bay Division write to the council seeking meetings or to be a part of the meeting, they deny it. They don't give them that opportunity to come to the meeting and explain what is going on in their community. No democracy can operate like that. No democracy can go like that. So we are saying we need the Morant Bay by-election. We are too young in the term. The term is only a few months old. So it's not a situation where we are in the last lap, last year or something like that. It's only a few months. So please, Mr. Mayor, call the by-election. No, it's no. It have to be no. It have to be forthwith. Because remember, no, it should have been called long time ago. Remember, it's 90 days, within 90 days, and that have passed from the 9th of August.
The Prime Minister said that it will be called soon. Are you comfortable with this?
Right to call.
Well, the Prime Minister can't tell us when the election will be called. Because if the Prime Minister tell us when the election will be called, that means he's doing the mayor's job. So maybe the Prime Minister need to come out here as the mayor for Marant Bay. The mayor of Marant Bay is Louis Chin, and he's supposed to call it. And if he can't manage it, he need to move his foot. So it's simple. The mayor needs to call the by-election, and he must call it now. You see, I'm not one of those, who asks for stuff that I have a right to. When it's a privilege, it's a different situation. We have the right to this, so we are demanding this. And I don't have to be soft and about this.
Yeah. No favor.
I'm going to be strong. I'm not begging anything.
Yes.
This is no inheritance by his parents. The people of Marant Bay Division have a right to it. It's the people's right. But the JLP councillor, Ajay Dean Jones, said it's their council. He don't understand that is the people's council. And he believes they don't have to call nothing because they are the boss. But I'm telling you, we have something coming for them. The people of Marant Bay Division have something coming for them, but I guess they know, so they are afraid of it.
What we have here is a Prime Minister who made a lot of promises in going in and has failed to deliver. So he promised, for example, fixed election dates. The closest thing we have had to test his commitment to a fixed election date is this issue in Morant Bay now. Because the last PNP Parliament passed a number of acts, a number of three strategic local government laws. And one of the things it gives is a sense of certainty whenever a vacancy arises in a division. What has happened in Morant Bay? R.I.P. Washi. Comrade Brian passed away. What does the act say? The act says the chairman of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation had 90 days in which to call an election. That's as close to a fixed election date as you have in Jamaica. What the Prime Minister has demonstrated is he has no commitment to a fixed election date because he has unjustly deprived the people of Morant Bay of an opportunity to select a representative within the time that has been fixed. And so I'm here today supporting my brothers and sisters in St. Thomas because injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The person with the authority to call the by-election is the mayor of Morant Bay. If he doesn't have the guts to call the election, if he has to wait on the people in Kingston to call him, if he needs them to guide him on how he should exercise the power that the law gives him to exercise, then he should step aside. Step aside now and allow somebody who is stronger and more confident and understands what the role of mayor is to come in and give the people what they deserve. So that is why I'm here today.
Call your name again.
Omar Newell, I am the next Member of Parliament for Central St. Mary.
Your turn.
My name is Rosemary Shaw. I am the People's National Party caretaker for Eastern St. Thomas. I am here simple this morning to support, to be in solidarity with the people of Morant Bay Division. Now, it is no secret that the people of Morant Bay Division is without a representative since April of this year. The elections, the parish council municipal election was called on the 26th of February and the councillor passed on the 30th of April. Now, the law states clearly, and everyone who spoke about the law, but the law states clearly that a by-election in the event of the death of a councillor, a by-election should be called within 90 days. Right? That 90 days has long passed, and the Prime Minister sought to usurp the law, went to Parliament, and changed the law to extend the election for another 90 days. Now, they use burial as an excuse, right? Now, look at what happened. A member of parliament resigned, and within a day, a by-election was announced. Now, how do you tell the people of Morant Bay Division that they cannot have a by-election? What excuse would you have? When you look at Dumfries, that's a part of the by-election, an epidemic is soon to be broken out in Dumfries because of the non-collection of garbage. The garbage pile up, the flies and everything. Right? I've been getting numerous calls about that. If there was a councillor in place, then that councillor's responsibility would to agitate for the people of that area so that their burden can be eased and their problem can be eased. When you look up in Spring Garden, there are numerous issues relating to water. Right? Some of them, they're not getting the water in the pipe, and the bill, some people get bills up to $30,000. Right? Every day these calls are coming in. Back to school, people are talking about their children to go back to school, and if there was a council, the council would be there to assist them. Now we're talking about the roads. Yes, we welcome the road. We're talking about town centre. But what happened to the welfare of the people? A case in particular, there was a fire, a house that was burnt down in the Works Yard, Industry Hill. The house is a total loss. I went there and I spoke with the people. Now, if they had a councillor, the councillor would go to the parish council and make representation on their behalf. Now, I see a lot of politicking. What they call him, is the vice chairman, the vice principal who the Jamaica Labour Party has to run the by-election. Now, when I saw what was happening yesterday, I almost cried. Yeah? Mr. Downey.
Leroy Pasley, resident of St. Thomas. It is very sad that we are in this situation, and this is our fourth time speaking on this particular situation, which means that there is scant regards given to the people of Morant Bay Division. The mayor is showing no respect to us as residents, because we would have come here already and we would have spoken to them, asking for them to call this by-election, and we would have faced with threats, we would have faced with abuse from the representatives from the Jamaica Labour Party. But we are saying this morning, whether you know that you have the power or the rights to call election or not, we are saying it to you, Mr. Mayor. The duty, the responsibility is yours to call this by-election. You have nothing to lose. You are the current acting councillor, and the people of the division have no clue that you are. Reason being, you are not representing the people. We came to you in back to school asking you for assistance. You said you will look into it, and until today you are still looking and can't come to a conclusion. What kind of representation is that? So exactly, so we are asking you. We know that you got money for back to school, and this is Wash's division. God rest his soul. And we are saying no form of assistance to the people of Morant Bay Division. Where did that money go that was sent to you to represent the people for back to school? If this is the way you are operating, we are suggesting to you, sir, in the capacity in which you sit or stand, to vacate the seat and let somebody who has that guts, who has the understanding, the knowledge that they have that responsibility, to take the seat. Mr. Mayor, please, we need a representative. We need a councillor that we select. We need a councillor that will represent us. We need a councillor that will stand with us. We need a councillor that will respect us as a people.
election. We want by election. He's dying. Not shy. Let me shy. Not too shy. We don't want to.
And I can tell you, me not beat my chest, but me can resurrect St. Thomas. Me have the clout to get the people and moving. This is just a warning. And I hope the mayor take this as a warning. I hope the Jamaica Labour Party take this as a warning. Next time I'm there, it will not be as easy as this. Because I believe justice must come by any means necessary. There is no justice, there is no peace. So we are. We want justice. We want justice. We want justice. We want justice. When? No. When? No. We want a cause that can read. The Prime Minister must do it. No. The Prime Minister must do it. No. When? No. All right. So
Managing your affairs.
Yes. Nora.
We have done it before.
Yes.
We want to make St. Thomas great again.
Yes. No.
For the people of St. Thomas. Get proper representation.
Yes.
What we are getting wrong. Are you separated? No. What is stink? Is there anything to be proud about?
No.
From February, not even on where I live in China. In a deplorable conditions. Yes. We're living bad. I think
So we are saying the time is now. The time is now. This by-election is long overdue. And we want it when? No. We want it when? No. No. And we are saying if you don't understand the capacity you should sit, you need to ask questions and read your what? Handbook.
And learn to read. Learn to read. Learn to read. They can't read.
But we can't come on.
The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? land of my birth, a place to be, loyal, faithful, true.
Come on, we go back over to me. Yes, where with the party.
Power upon them, power.
Get it right.